Hey guys, what to trade next week? In this video we'll discuss gold and Fed interest rate decision. We will execute multiple time frame analysis for Bitcoin. We will analyze your yen pair and discuss the market reversal on dollar Swiss. Also, I will share with you my thoughts for pound dollar pair. Please don't forget to like this video, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and let's start. I want to start our analysis with the dollar Swiss pair. We are in a daily time frame and you can see that the pair is under a strong bearish pressure. You can see how heavily bears are pushing the pair lower and lower. Moreover, we should also admit the fact that the market is trading in a global bearish trend. However, traders, I guess you would agree with me that after this recent bearish movement, the market looks quite oversold and probably the correctional movement is coming. Here are some bullish clues that I spotted. First of all, analyzing the price action, I spotted right here this strong bearish impulse. Then after that impulse, we saw a correctional movement. And if we take the initial bearish impulse and project it from the completion point of that retracement leg, we can spot right here the completed harmonic ABCD pattern. Moreover, if we analyze the previous lows, we can spot right here the trend line. The trend line that the market was respecting many times in the recent past and from where we saw strong bullish movements. And you can see that that trend line was broken to the downside. However, traders, you can see that that was a false breakout. That was the false violation. And starting the price action, I realized that when the market becomes oversold or heavily overbought, false breakout is the perfect indication of the exhaustion of the market. Then if we zoom in the chart, here we can also identify the range. You can see that after the market violated the trend line to the downside, we started to trade within the range. And we can even see that here the price formed a double bottom pattern. And this week, important thing happened. After the price was forming weak bullish and bearish candles, for some reason, the price formed a strong bullish candle. You can see that that bullish candle completely engulfed that entire trading range. And definitely that candle shows the local strength of the buyers. So personally, traders, I do believe that the pair will most likely keep recovering. Even though the trend is bearish, even though the market is trading in a global bearish trend, definitely the market needs to correct itself now. So I will expect bullish movement at least to 87.5 level. To me, it is the closest strong resistance and it is a important round number. Traders, learn how to trade in my premium educational group. Inside you will get the access to my daily live streams with live analysis, live trading and live Q&As. Also, you will get the book and the video course teaching you my trading strategy. Combine theory and real trading. Check the link in the description below. Now let's discuss pound dollar pair. And if you watched my previous video, you knew that I perfectly predicted the bearish movement from that level. And you can see that the entire week the market was correcting. We saw a bearish movement. However, now ahead we have a very important zone of demand. First of all, looking left, we have a very important horizontal structure right here. It was a strong resistance, and after the breakout, it turned into a very strong support. Then if we analyze the trend lines, if we take that structure level right here and draw a trend line, we can spot right here the major rising trend line that the price perfectly respected in the past and from where we saw strong bullish movements. So the trend line and the horizontal structure compose the contracting zone of demand, and that will be the area from where we can expect the trend following movement. That will be the area from where we can expect the next bullish move. So your task next week will be to monitor the reaction of the price to that area on lower time frames and look for a confirmation to buy. Also remember that next week we are expecting the Fed interest rate decision, and if the price breaks and closes below that blue area, that will be a strong bearish signal, and that will push the price much lower. Now about your yen pair. First of all, the pair is trading in a long-term bullish trend. And once that Chicago high was reached, from that high the market started a correctional movement. And if we analyze the long-term price action, if we take that Chicago low, we can spot that the pair perfectly respected that major rising trend line. And from that trend line, bullish movement initiated. And you can see that on Friday, the market closed approaching that horizontal resistance. And because the trend is bullish, because we are trading in a long-term bullish trend, of course, probabilities will be high that the market will violate that. Your task here will be to look for a daily candle close above that resistance. That will confirm the violation. That will be your very strong bullish signal, and it will push the prices much higher. After the breakout, your safe zone to buy from will be based on the broken structure and that rising trend line. So when you will look for buying, pay close attention to that entire area, because technically speaking, the trend following move, the trend following wave may initiate from any point within that area. Now I want to share with you the multiple time frame analysis for Bitcoin. Starting from a daily time frame, we can spot that after a strong bullish impulse, the market started to consolidate, and you can see that currently Bitcoin is trading within a horizontal range. And recently, after a false breakout of the resistance of the range, you can see that the market dropped, and we are currently testing the support of the range. And even though initially the bearish reaction from that resistance was very strong, you can see how slowing was the bearish momentum then, and you can see that now we are forming very weak candles. If we open a 4-hour time frame and analyze the price action on a 4-hour time frame, we can spot that here we have one more range. Here is the resistance of the range, and here is the support of the range. So within that range, most likely the buying volumes are accumulating, and most likely soon we will see the bullish movement. And your best confirmation to buy Bitcoin from such a perspective will be to wait for a bullish breakout of the resistance of that range, because the violation of the resistance of that range will signify that buyers are very strong and that they can violate the resort of sellers, the resort from where sellers are selling. So your best confirmation will be the breakout, the 4-hour candle close above that horizontal resistance. After that, you can look for buying on a retest, expecting a bullish movement to the resistance of the range that we spotted on a daily. And just in brief, let me also share with you the bearish scenario. As I already mentioned, next week we are expecting the Fed interest rate decision. So everything can change. And if the price breaks and closes below the support of the range, if the daily candle violates that and closes below that, we will expect a bearish movement on Bitcoin. Now, gold, daily time frame. And as I predicted, gold perfectly respected that horizontal resistance. And this week, from that resistance, we saw a strong bearish reaction. And as I mentioned already, traders, next week we are expecting the Fed interest rate decision. And we don't know what will be the decision of the Fed. So we should prepare ourselves both for bullish and bearish scenarios. Here is what I see. First of all, we should underline that horizontal zone of demand. That is a very important support that the market is currently approaching. If you are bearish, if you are looking for a bearish confirmation, for now you should wait for a bearish violation of that structure. If the daily candle closes below that, it will be a very strong bearish signal, and most likely gold will keep falling. Then the next strong support on focus will be that zone of demand. So if the daily candle closes below that area, we will expect a bearish continuation to that structure. If you are bullish, if you are looking for a bullish confirmation, wait for a bullish breakout of that yellow resistance. If the daily candle closes above that, the market will go much higher. The first goal for the buyers will be the 2000 level. It is a very round number, and then we may see the pullback from that and further bullish continuation. And of course, monitoring the dynamics of the interest rates, we can spot that here, just from a technical perspective, we have a very bullish pattern. As I already showed you, we got a trend line right here, a double bottom, and the price violated the neckline of the double bottom right here and the trend line, and the trend now here is bullish already, traders. So most likely the rate will be increased. So be prepared for everything. Remember, traders, that I will also do the live stream ahead of the Fed interest rate decision to help you prepare yourself for this news. Also, traders, if you want to learn how to trade, do not forget to check my premium educational group, the link in the description below. Also, traders, please like this video, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and I will see you next week, traders.